Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another virtual video. Today we are back again with another video. Today is a different one. Today marks the return of the Bundesliga. We've had the first set of games. At the time of recording this, we've just had the 2:30 kickoffs, and I'm waiting for the Frankfurt Mönchengladbach game, which has just happened at the time of uploading. But yeah, it's been interesting. A few surprise results. I think it's fair to say we've seen Freiburg get a draw against Leipzig, which not many expected. We've had Dortmund absolutely smack Schalke. But I'm here today to mention 5 things that we learned from today's Bundesliga action at the time of recording this. Before we get into today's video, make sure to subscribe, share and like the video. And also, in one of the top corners there is my video uploaded recently. It completely flopped, so we much appreciate if you guys could just go and watch that and like it, because yeah, it did completely flop. But anyway, without further ado, let's get on into today's video. First things first is football, as we learned today, is nothing without the fans. Although it was great and all having football back, and I think everyone's happy about it, it was really enjoyable, great to have it back, but it's just not the same when there's no fans there. I think everyone agrees with that. Not sure what the TV companies can do as much, really. I guess they could add artificial noise in the background, but is that really the solution? I don't really know. Potentially even CGIing fans into the stands, just to make it more interesting, because the whole thing does just feel a bit flat. It feels a bit academy game-esque type thing. It's just not really the same. I also think maybe the commentary needs to change. I think radio commentary could be the future instead of TV commentary, because I just feel like you need more. You need commentators to fill in the gaps more than TV commentators do, and especially when you've got Steve McManaman commentating on Dortmund versus Schalke, it's just not good enough. So in that sense, I do think the TV companies could improve the standard of the product a bit more. However, football's back, and that is the important thing. Next on the list is this Dortmund team. We have learned they are a force to be reckoned with. Haaland will get all the credit. However, Brandt deserves a special mention. I think he was pulling the strings today in that Schalke game. Brandt chipped in with 2 assists today, and I think created much more. His passes were just incredible, and they were the start of all the Dortmund counter-attacks, which is how I think they really did pick apart Schalke today. Like I said, Haaland will get mentions, and rightly so. That goal, he just made it look effortless. It was a cracking finish, and he got, 2 assists on top of that. It was a very good performance from him as well. Another mention for Dortmund, I think, needs to go to Hakimi. That man on the right, on loan from Real Madrid, is pretty incredible. The pace running down the right clearly caused problems, and I think he would be a very interesting player in the Premier League. Not too sure yet whether he can fit in at right back though. I think it's more of a wing back role today, almost a right midfielder and a 3 at the back situation and 5 in midfield. It was either that or he was playing wing back, but he was able to get up and down very well. Defensively, wasn't really tested. Schalke didn't really offer anything today, but going forwards, he did cause problems. But this Dortmund team really could put up a fight for the league title this year. You've got to say a very, very good performance against what you would have to say is a strong Schalke side competing for Europa League football this year, and they completely swept them aside, scoring 4 goals, which, especially on a derby day, is impressive. And you've also got to consider today we didn't even get to see the likes of Jadon Sancho and Claudio Reyna, 2 very good young attacking players. I'm thinking with everyone here and saying I think we all hope Dortmund do go on to win the league this year. It's looking unlikely. They're 1 point behind Bayern as of today. Tomorrow Bayern go to Union Berlin though, where they'll probably get 3 points. But hopefully Dortmund can end that Bayern dominance, and it is a possibility. Third on my list is that Freiburg are a team to watch out for. Very, very much Burnley vibes about Freiburg. Just not great, massively overachieved this year. They're fighting for European football, much like Burnley, and they're pulling off a few shots. The odds on them are great. Honestly, if you are 18 plus, I would highly advise putting on today. They were 8-1 today to win, and they should have won had VAR not absolutely screwed them over in injury time, which I'll get onto in a minute. They're always good value for money. They're always going to have good odds on them because they are such a low team, and usually bets don't usually go on them. And they win more than they lose. It's in the league table. It's facts. So if you are a betting person, I would highly recommend putting money on Freiburg week in, week out, because they can definitely help an ACCA boost up in terms of value. Next, it's a bit more negative this, but the fact is VAR is still not good enough to be competing at the top level of the English game. It made more calls today. Augsburg getting a goal disallowed, chalked off, and Freiburg thinking they've got a 90th minute winner, last kick of the game winner against Leipzig, just for it to be chalked out by VAR. It's just not good enough. Especially in Freiburg's case, it was literally an armpit offside, which I think we can all agree is why we don't like VAR. We also have problems today, especially when there's less TV people on their team. Even from a TV perspective, I had no clue what was going on today when it came to VAR. They showed a few clips, but you really had no idea. And especially with the Freiburg game, you didn't actually know what was going on until 10 seconds after they'd re-kicked off. So it's just not good enough. 3 minutes to choose not to give a penalty for Dortmund today, when in reality it was pretty obviously it wasn't a penalty because John Joe Kenny could not have moved his arms out of the way. And it was something that once you'd seen it once, you could have made that decision anyway. But they still took like 3 minutes looking over the same. The only benefit to this is it does prove VAR isn't only a problem in England, it's a problem across Europe. It's just not good enough. It's something they're going to have to work on. You'd think after 2 months off they'd be able to fix the problems. Obviously it's not going to be the forefront of what they've been thinking about, but you think in that time they would at least consider sorting it out. Finally on the list, the 5th thing that we have learned this week is that Bundesliga is a very good, a very competitive league. Gets a lot of stick, the Bundesliga does, for being a farmers league, and yes, Bayern do it every year, but I think just today and this season is showing it really is more than that. Yes, Bayern are in front once again, but the league is so tight. They've got a title race with I think 7 games to go, where potentially 5 teams are involved. Yes, some of them are further away than others, but in the past, City have come from 2nd to 1st with 8 points Bayern with 6 games to go, and the team in 5th is like 8 points off Bayern with 7 to go. So you just can't rule anyone out at the moment. Although even that, I guess you could probably say Leverkusen knock out, but even then it is still definitely a 3-horse title race. Even with Leipzig dropping points today, which could have caused fatal, and in the end that probably ruled them out of the league title, but they are still technically in it. Adding to that, you've still got Europa League fights as well, just below. You've got teams fighting for the Champions League. It's pretty much set in stone, but like Mönchengladbach and Leverkusen, they will be fighting it out for that final 4th spot. In the Europa League, you've got a bunch of teams still fighting for those spots as well, which proves it is still an interesting league. Also, the games so far, I know it wasn't many, but all of them had goals in, bar the Paderborn Dusseldorf game, and they are the 2 worst teams in the league, bar Werder Bremen. So, of all the games that had decent teams in, there was goals. There was drama as well. There was 4-0 Derby Day victory, there was a 2-1 90th minute winner, and there was a 1-1 with VAR drama. So, you can't really ask much more in that sense. But anyway, that is 5 things that we have learned this week from the Bundesliga. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. We're nearing this stage now where the rest of Europe is going to be starting to come back. We've got, I think, 3 weeks of Bundesliga action, which I think I'll be along with many others watching every single game that is on. And then it's looking like we're going to have the Premier League back with Project Restart, looking set to take place. I think it's on the 1st of June. In my opinion, it's not a great idea. However, we can save that for another video when it's more decided. But yeah, like I said, like, subscribe, share the video. Comment down below if you are happy that the football is finally back and whether you think the Premier League should go ahead in a few days. Remember to click that I button in one of the top corners, comment which one it is for the video that flopped a few days ago. And yeah, that is all for me today. Goodbye.